Alright, what's up guys, welcome back to another Grand Cross video. Like my third time recording this now, because I want to get my points clear as possible. So I've kind of wrote something down so the video's going to be a little bit more structured than me just talking off the top of my head. But yeah, we had a new trailer that just came out around 12 hours ago. It releases like 4 AM my time, so I can't really just make a video on it. So rather than just uploading my reaction to it, because it's only really short, nothing really too much interested in the actual banner, or I guess the trailer, then Elizabeth showing up. I guess now it's full confirmation she's coming, and the fact that she's coming next week as well. I'm still surprised people thought we weren't going to get her, or the fact that it won't give me next week. Like, whenever we get actual like festival eve, we always get the festival the week afterwards, like Lost Fane, like what JP does. So the fact we got Matrona pretty much confirmed it was Elizabeth, but some people thought it was going to be King, but then also the fact it was called a Jonas festival, just more evidence that it was going to be Elizabeth. And even with the leaks, people still doubted that. But yeah, any sort of like doubt in your mind, it's now gone. She's coming next week. I said that from the start. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole trailer. I'm pretty sure it's finished now in the background. But now I'm going to talk about something. A should you summon. Might as well turn the video into a should you summon along with the little trailer. Not reaction because I've already seen it, but just whatever. But also, if you want to see the breakdown of what she does and why she breaks the game, definitely go ahead and watch my last video. I kind of went into a little bit more detail about why she breaks the game, especially PvP. Since, well, if you've been building that Pierce team for months, doesn't matter. One shield from Elizabeth just counts the whole team. You don't need Red King no more because that shield just does the job. But also as well, if you're new, subscribe. We do Grand Cross content every day. Gonna be summoning for Elizabeth. I don't have enough diamonds, but I'm gonna have enough throughout the whole month that she's out. And we're gonna do 2 parts. We're gonna do 1 part. I don't like to split it up, but since I'm not going to have enough when she first comes out, we're going to have to wait enough because I'm not spending money straight away since I know I'm going to get enough to get the guaranteed. And then, yeah, let's actually move on to what the main team is going to be about. And I'll probably make a video tomorrow. Using why I'm pretty sure the go-to team will be on global for like the next 2-3 weeks. Will be obviously Lost Fane to obviously kill the whole team. King to petrify and also purify any like status effects that Lost Fane does get. Also Elizabeth to shield, obviously the break, and to revive. And then also Merlin in the sub to rush Lost Fane and just wipe out the whole team in one go. That's pretty much what it's going to be. If you found Lost Fane or Rush already quite hard, you're in an even worse position, since now he can just pretty much revive himself. You can no longer just one shot with an ult because you have to get rid of that revive before that happens. But yeah, that is pretty much what the team is going to be. Now let's talk about the banner, because the banner is one of the most important things, since, well, Global's having some differences. So Lost Fane, we knew who was going to be on the banner since, well, there was already a JP version of the banner, where this one's going to be a little bit different since JP had a voting system. Since it was the 1-year anniversary, where JP players could vote for who was going to be on the banner, and I think the top picks got to be on the banner. Well, this could be the case for us. Well, it's not the case. We're not going to be able to vote for the banner since it's already too late. But they're probably going to save the voting system for the anniversary. It makes sense, right? So we very well could get what JP voted for, which, I mean, it's not the worst thing because, well, JP's not stupid. They voted for who they think the best characters are. So we might get what they had, because we're probably going to vote for the same thing. Could be wrong, but I believe Valenti was on the banner at that point, which is, I guess that wouldn't be a thing on global. But trying to predict what's going to be in the banner is going to be quite hard, since we could get what JP got. We could get another version of Lost Fanes. The only thing I think is guaranteed at this point is the fact it's going to be Festival Lost Fane on the banner, which 100% is already on it. It's kind of confirmed with the fact that Lost Fane was in the little promotional bit at the end. And then probably Derriere. She has to be in the banner, right? She's like one of the best characters in the game. They purposely put her out off the actual Lost Fane one, so since she was currently out at the point. And also they made the big deal out of it with Derriere being on the Halloween banner, so they know people want her. So it makes sense to be afraid of being this banner. If it's not, we've been shafted like 100%. But yeah, that's who I think is going to be a banner. Now let's move on to counters, because obviously Elizabeth, people want to know who's going to counter her. A few people, since the main thing with this team is all Russian, and at least on JP right now, almost every single team has an ult rush counter. You have Festival King, for example, who just removes ultimate at the start of every turn, and just a massive counter towards that team with the colors as well. Eason comes out a little bit afterwards. Bear in mind, she is a summer character. We won't have to wait till summer to get her. people think now, like, come on, man, it's so obvious we're gonna get her before that. Well, not before that, the same time in the JP timeline, but just not during summer. It doesn't really matter too much, like the Sweet Temptation and New Legends banner, who were both previously a new New Year banner and Valentine banner. We got them early. Same thing's gonna happen here. We're gonna get them, and then probably she's a pretty good counter. She's green, so if she counters Elizabeth, she can one-shot Elizabeth with the weak point card. Granted, the Elizabeth shield does counter that a bit since weak point don't work against the shield. But the fact that she can disable recovery skills stops King. Massive counter, stops King from using his heals. Also disables ultimate gain for like I think 1 or 2 turns, depending on what tier it is. Once again, stops the ult rush, and it also lowers the attack. So Easton is gonna be a massive must summon if you're trying to counter the Elizabeth team, and she is guaranteed at 240 diamonds. So as soon as you pull for Elizabeth, or if you don't plan to pull for her, definitely start saving for her, since she's going to be a massive counter. Next, we have Draw. Draw is another massive counter. He does, his commandment does resistance every time you get hit, so once again, you just kind of survive more with that team. But also for free, this is the green Draw. He disables ultimates for 2 turns every time, or every time they get max ultimate level. I think it can be purified, so you want to deal with a King at that point. But yeah, he does that for free. You don't have to really worry about it. He is going to be on a banner with the other Draw, so you may want to summon for that. But once again, he's going to be in the part 2 tickets. So probably just save the part 2 tickets and try and get him afterwards. And then I guess after that will be Green Gopher, who we already have. He sort of counters it, but you got to deal with the fact that King can just purify it. Which is why Zeldris may be a little bit more better now. He already is top tier for PvP, but you can disable King's, recovery skills. You can just go for his, remove ult, and then also Zeldris can remove ultimate as well. Stop the ult rush as well. I think, yeah, you know what? Zeldris might be top tier. I mean, he already is, but the fact that, you know, the Lost Vein team can't just rush ult by dragon skills, you can disable recovery skills against King, and you can also just remove ultimate with his actual tier 1 skill. So Zeldris, Red Zeldris, he's in the coin shop right now. You may want to pick him up. He's gonna go on sale in a few weeks or months. But yeah, picking him up isn't the worst idea, since he's now gonna be obviously one of the best characters to use against that team. Next we have Luduciel. He does rupture damage, which just breaks the shield in 1 turn. Is an AoE rupture, so he's a massive counter towards that shield. So you may want to save for him as well. And then obviously the next one, we don't know at this point. That's why I'm putting him at the end. Is the next Escanor. He is looking like to be the next festival character. So he may counter that team again. He may even counter the King team. So I guess now we just move in to what I think should happen. So we're getting the festival banner next week. So it's been around about 2.5 months since the Lost Vein has been released, which is a little bit early than what we expect, because we expect to have a new festival character every 3 months, like what JP does. But since Global is rushing a bit, we are getting Elizabeth a little bit early, which means we have about 4 months left before the actual anniversary. And I don't think we're going to wait. I mean, they want to have the anniversary be a massive hype banner, right? So are we going to wait 3 months for the Festival King, and then a month later get an anniversary banner? Doesn't make too much sense. So I think my prediction, and I think most people as well, at least from what I've heard, is to get King in about 2 months time. So just after the New Year's, so January, I guess. And then obviously that'll be 2 months later, get Festival King. So if you plan to stay for Festival King, which isn't a bad idea since he does counter the Lost Vein Medios Ult Rush team with Elizabeth, you could save for that, since that team's a massive counter. And at least if you're trying to save for it, it'll be a short time period. It's only 2 months. Not the worst idea. But then also Escanor, if he is the next festival character, he will be coming out 2 months later, which will be around the same time as the anniversary. Which means, well, since he's coming out on JP in about 2 weeks, I think they get the Festival Eve next week, which should be Oslo and Hawk, like what we got Matrona. And then obviously the week afterwards will be the actual final, if it is the one Escanor, it's going to be mad. So since that's going to be released in the same time period as Elizabeth, you may want to wait until that gets revealed on JP to either save for that, or you want to save for King, or if you think you have enough diamonds, save for the actual Elizabeth. But yeah, that is pretty much the plan. Now, should you summon? I know it takes a while to get there, but I had to explain everything beforehand. Yes, you should, since the character is going to be so broken. Going to be good for, I guess, Hell Demon, if you somehow still need a strong blue. Also, the Tower of Challenge thing, whatever that is on JP, that should be coming soon. We should get a Super Awaken in about a month's time, if not on the actual launch of Elizabeth, which I don't think they're going to do. They're probably going to save that for the next developer update. But yeah, that is pretty much it. My, I guess, best recommendation if you don't have enough diamonds to summon for her, because that's kind of the main thing, right? If you can't afford her, if you don't have enough diamonds to get her, don't risk it. You must save for King, because King banner will have her and also Lost Vein on the banner, so you may pull them while trying to get King, which would be the best option. Also, as well, Hendrickson is a part 1 ticket, so if you haven't watched that video about what I made last week, you can also get him for free and also 6/6 for super cheap. Basically, no actual, I guess, no diamond spend, because he's in part 1 tickets. And also, I guess, Eskimo, you may want to save for him, since he may be the next best meta unit. And Elizabeth, you don't really need to get 6/6. Yes, it helps out quite a bit, but you'd rather get someone like Lost Vein 6/6 than over Elizabeth, since, well, she just reflects damage, which does a lot of damage, but if you just one shot, it doesn't reflect anything, so just bear in mind that. But yeah, that is all for today. I should have the thing split up in, like, I think I did it pretty well, talking about what's coming. So only summon if you can afford it, like in terms of diamonds in the next month. She is out for a month, so you may get enough diamonds like what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait for my PvP diamonds. And also as well, if you're not taking part in the art contest, which ends in about 4 days, you do get free 30 diamonds for that. So there's going to be more ways to get diamonds. There's going to be a lot of stuff, a lot of accounts to come out in the future. So don't worry about if you can't play PvP for about a week or two, because she's going to ruin it. There will be stuff coming out that actually counter towards the team and make PvP more fun again, because now it's going to be quite cancerous. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and peace.